During an International Women's Day event, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres issued a stark warning, stating that women's rights are under attack worldwide.
Excellencies, dear friends, every 10 minutes, a woman is killed by her partner or a family member. 612 million women and girls live under the shadow of armed conflicts, where their rights are too often considered expendable. Less than 2/3 of women worldwide participate in the labor market, and those who do earn far less than men. At this pace, eradicating extreme poverty for women and girls will take 130 years. And as we see in every corner of the world, from pushback to rollback, women's rights are under attack. We have helped prevent 21 million women and girls from experiencing gender-based violence. Digital tools, while brimming with promise, are also often silencing women's voices, amplifying bias, and fueling harassment. Women's bodies have become political battlegrounds, and online violence is escalating into real-life violence. Instead of mainstreaming equal rights, we are witnessing the mainstreaming of chauvinism and misogyny. We cannot stand by as progress is reversed. We must fight back. Last September, member states adopted the... Today, as part of the UN system-wide Gender Equality Acceleration Plan, I'm proud to announce our commitment to the Gender Equality Clarion Call, a bold, urgent pledge to defend and advance the rights of all women and girls. The Clarion Call sets out 4 priorities: unified leadership. All UN leaders must champion and defend women's rights in every decision and in every forum. Action against pushbacks. We must actively confront backlash, prevent rollbacks, and create spaces where women's rights can thrive. Coordinated impact, working across sectors and all levels to dismantle systemic inequalities, and protecting human rights defenders, as we will defend and amplify the voices of women on the front lines, standing firm against those who seek to silence them. This clarion call and the Gender Equality Acceleration Plan must drive real political change in all that we do. And we are leading by example. When we call on governments, organizations, and businesses to do the same, we must never accept a world where women and girls live in fear, where their safety is a privilege rather than a non-negotiable right.
Joined by UN Women Executive Director Sima Bahuz and world champion gymnast Ali Raisman, Guterres called for urgent action to address gender inequality, discrimination, and violence against women. He emphasized that progress on women's rights is being reversed in many countries and urged governments to strengthen protections and policies for gender equality.
The cause of gender equality has never been more urgent, nor the obstacles in our way more apparent. But our determination has never been more unshakable. From governments to boardrooms, from classrooms to households, women's equality is the greatest solution, and we know that. Every study we do, every project we do, every program we do, every effort and partnership we have tells us that women's equality is the greatest solution. Real solutions require that women be at the heart of decision-making. From Afghanistan to the DRC, from Palestine, Gaza, to Haiti, to Myanmar, Sudan, and beyond, women bear the heaviest burdens of conflict, displacement, hardship, and loss. Yet we know that when women are at the table, peace is broader, more inclusive, and more enduring. We know that when women's voices are heard equally, societies thrive. We know that when women lead, economies prosper. We know all this. Now,
The event
we must
highlighted the
act on
ongoing
it.
struggles women face globally and the need for collective action to defend their rights.
I was abused by a serial predator who freely assaulted hundreds of girls and women, unchecked by employers, colleagues, the medical profession, and law enforcement. For more than 20 years, and despite dozens of reports, victims were ignored, silenced, shamed, even threatened. While this perpetrator's unfettered access enabled him to violate hundreds more, he thrived because his word carried more weight than the truth. It took the collective voice of more than 250 women to be heard, to be believed, and to finally stop this monster. Why wasn't one girl's truth enough? This day, this year, for all women and girls, we must act for zero violence.